Welcome for the maths class. Let us start with a new topic, basic ideas in geometry. Let us look at some of the basic shapes in geometry. Geometry is a part of mathematics. Point. For example, if we have these points, we can name them using the capital letters of English alphabet. For example, point A, point B, or point C. We read the above figures as point A, point B, point C. Line segment. Line segment is a part of a line. Of fixed points are placed on both the sides. For example, if we have a line segment of 7 cm or 9.5 cm. The 2 points on either side of the line segment, like for example, this is a line segment AB, or we can also write as BA. But when we denote a line segment, we have to put a line on top of the alphabets, denoting that this is a line segment which is a fixed point. Line. Line doesn't have any fixed points. It is continuous on both the sides, so no points are put. But to name the line, we can just mark on the line and name the line. Like for example, this is line DE. Or we can write it in the other form ED also, but mark on top showing the line denotation, that is with the 2 arrows on either side. A line has no endpoints. If we are marking the line with only one letter, then we have to write in the small letter. Okay, so for example, this is line L and this is line M. Intersecting lines. Lines which cross over each other and meet at one point, such lines are called as intersecting lines. If we have line B and line C, the point of intersection is called as point P, or you can give any other point name. P is called as a point of intersection, and line C intersects line B at point P. Parallel lines. Lines that do not intersect or meet are said to be parallel lines. For example, the highway is parallel both the sides. Okay, but we have intersection points, like the 4 roads, there is an intersection. Okay, so these lines which do not meet each other, such lines are called as parallel lines. For example, line L and M are parallel to each other, or line X and Y are parallel to each other. Ray is a line with a fixed endpoint on one side and the arrow on the other side. We can name this ray as ray XY and put the denotation of ray on top of it. Ray is a part of line. It starts at one point and goes endlessly in the particular direction, like the sun rays, and you will have many examples. The torch rays. The rays of the torch the light starts from one point and goes endlessly in the other direction. Note, only one line can be drawn passing through the 2 given points. An infinite number of lines can be drawn passing through a given point. Now, if this is a point, you can draw many lines through it. For example, we have the Ashoka Chakra. So there are many lines which are drawn. Angle. Let us see the parts of the angle. Angle has 2 arms which are made of rays, and it has a common point, or we call it the vertex. The distance between the 2 rays in between is called as the angle. We can name this angle as angle ABC or angle CBA, the other way round, or the middle letter, that is angle B. The sides of this angle is side AB or BA and side BC or CB. Vertex is B. Types of angles. There are three basic types of angles. The first one is acute, right and obtuse angle, and there are many other type of angles also which we will learn later. Okay, so right angle, the exact measurement is using by a protractor. Right angle, the degree is 90 degree exactly. Okay, acute angles are less than 90 degree. An obtuse angle measures more than 90 degrees. Curves. Simple curves. When you take a pencil or a pen and just draw a line or any design without moving on top of it, okay, and without lifting the pen or pencil, this is called as a simple curve. Open and closed curves. Open curves and closed curves. Let us see. These are some open curves where the endpoints don't meet each other, whereas these are some closed curves where one endpoint where you start from, where you start drawing it and you end on the same point. Okay, so these are some closed point. The third example is overlapping. Parts of a closed curve. If you have drawn a closed curve, just a drawing with our hand, okay, let us see the parts of the closed curve. So we can mark three regions of the curve. The first region, point A, okay, it is called as interior of the curve, interior region or the inside region of the curve, where point A is present. Now point B is present on the boundary of the curve. And point C is on the exterior of the curve or the outside region we call it. So if any points are given and if you are asked, okay, where is this point lying? So you have to answer either interior, boundary or exterior of the curve. So the curve has three disjoint parts. Polygons. A polygon is a closed figure entirely made up of line segments only. The line segments forming a polygon are called its sides. Triangle has 3 sides, quadrilateral has 4 sides, pentagon has 5, hexagon has 6 and octagon has 8, and there are many others also. Now triangle, T-R-I means 3. Okay, 3-sided polygon. Quadrilateral, quad, Q-U-A-D means 4-sided, penta means 5, hexa means 6 and octa means 8. Polygons, this name can be divided into 2 parts, poly and gons. Poly means n number of sides and gons means sides. So let us start naming the sides, adjacent sides, opposite sides, angles, vertices and diagonals of the given polygon. For example, this is a polygon. Let us count the number of sides it has. Yes, it is a 5-sided polygon. It is called as the pentagon. Let us mark the vertices. It has 5 sides and marking the vertices point A, point B, point C, point D and point E. Penta means 5, gon means side. Okay, the sides of the polygon A, B, C, D, E, R, we have to write in this form. So, let us have the first side, side AB, or we call it as side BA, the opposite way. Second one, side BC or CB. Then the third one is side CD or DC. Fourth one is DE or ED. Fifth one and the last one is EA or AE. Vertex. Vertex is the meeting point of the side. Vertices of the polygon ABCD are point A. Vertex, we say vertex A of side AB and AE. Then vertex B of which side? Side AB and BC also. Then vertex C is of side BC and CD. Vertex D of side CD and DE. And the last one, vertex E of side DE and E. Now let us have a look at adjacent sides of the polygon. What are adjacent sides? Adjacent means any two sides with a common endpoint are called adjacent side. If you sit next to a person, you are adjacent to each other. Okay, so let us have a look at the sides and name them. Side AB and BC are a pair of sides, adjacent sides. Next one, side BC and side CD. Another pair is side CD and side DE. And the last one, side DE and side EA. Let us start naming a diagonal. Now this is a polygon which is given. What type of a polygon is this? Yes, it is a quadrilateral, four-sided polygon. Okay, it is neither a square nor rectangle, but it is a four-sided polygon. A diagonal is a line segment which joins the non-adjacent vertices or the opposite points. Okay, vertices means point. One is a vertex, and the many, if you have many vertex, so you call it vertices, not just vertex. Okay, so let us start drawing a diagonal. Point A and point C are opposite to each other. Point A and point B are close to each other or adjacent to each other. Let us find any other pair of opposite or non-adjacent vertices. Yes, point B and point D. So the first diagonal is AC. Second one is BD. So we write in the quadrilateral ABCD, BD and AC are the diagonals. Polygons. How many diagonals will be there in this pentagon? Can you guess? Opposite points we have to draw the line segment. So there will be 5 diagonals. We can see this. It forms a star-shaped pattern. This is one diagonal in the opposite point. Another one. The third one. Fourth one. And fifth one. So they are all same. 5. If it is a polygon which has 5 sides, there will be 5 angles to it and 5 vertices and 5 diagonals. And diagonals are joined interiorly. Okay, they are in the interior region of the polygon, inside. Diagonals cannot be drawn on the outside. It has to be drawn in the inside part. Now look at this polygon. It's a triangle. Diagonals are not possible in a triangle. Triangle is the smallest polygon. And also, you don't have opposite vertices. So diagonals are not possible. Four-sided closed figure made up of line segment are called as quadrilaterals. Now let us start naming the sides. The sides of the quadrilateral ABCD are AB, BC, CD and DA. The angles are angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. The opposite sides are AB, CD are the opposite side pair and another pair is DA and CB. Let us look at the opposite angles. Angle A and angle C are opposite to each other, whereas angle B and angle D are opposite to each other. Adjacent sides. The adjacent sides of this quadrilateral is AB and AD. These are adjacent to each other. AB and BC. BC, CD, CD and DA. The diagonals are two. Diagonals are AC and BD. Circle. A circle is a set of points placed at an equal distance from the center. So, the centermost point is called as the center of the circle. So, point O, we can name it as is the center of the circle. Radius of the circle. It is a line segment that joins the center of the circle to any point on the circle. Okay, let us mark one point P on the circle and we draw a line segment starting from the center. This is called as the radius of the circle. Radius is half of diameter, or we write it as radius is equal to half multiplied by diameter. We will see what is a diameter later. Radius, we can name this radius as radius OP with the line segment denotation on top of OP. Chord of the circle. A chord is a line segment which joins any 2 points on the circle. For example, if we have these 3 points, okay, let us start drawing a chord. So this is a chord. This can also be a chord. So chord is a line segment which does not join the center, but it has to join any 2 points on the circle, like chord CP and chord CD. Diameter of the circle. A diameter is a chord that passes through the center of the circle. Diameter is also called as the longest chord because it joins 2 points on the circle as well as it is cutting through the center of the circle. Diameter can be a chord, but chord cannot be a diameter. Diameter is 2 times its radius. So 2 radiuses make 1 diameter, or radius half is of half of diameter. Let us name the diameter here. Diameter COD. Circumference or boundary of the circle. So the distance around the circle is called the circumference of the circle. Arcs of the circle. An arc is the portion of the circle. For example, if we have 2 points on the circle, point E and F, we have 2 parts of the boundary. So this is one part and this is the other part. The red part is the smaller part, is called as the minor arc, and the other one is called as the major arc. So we can name the major arc directly using a curved denotation on top of EF. Okay, so this is the major arc EF. You have to write it in this way. Okay, and for this minor arc you have to put an extra point. For example, I have put here point T. So arc ETF is the minor arc. Now look at this picture here. This is the major arc. What is missing in this minor arc? Another one. This is a jade bangle which is broken into 2 pieces. This one. Which arc is this? Yes, you are right. It is a smaller part. So this is called as the minor arc. So in our daily life, you'll find different examples of basic geometric shapes. Regions of the circle. Now point X, same like the curve, lies in the interior of the circle. Point Y lies in the exterior or the outside of the circle, and point Q is on the circle or boundary. Semicircle. When we cut the circle into two parts using the diameter, okay, so we have two sides or two parts of the circle. Each one is called as a semicircle. Sector of the circle. Let us look at this example. When we have a pizza, you cut it in this way. Okay, even when you are cutting a cake or pastry, you get it in this form. The region in the interior of the circle, enclosed by an arc on one side and pair of radii on the other side, is called as a sector of the circle. Have a look here. So the red portion denotes the major sector, that is the major arc on one side, and two radiuses which are shown as OA and OB. Okay, these are two radiuses, they are shown. So these becomes the radii. One is a radius, many are radii. And the minor sector is this one. Okay, so minor sector can be named as AOBC. You have to put an extra point because showing the minor arc, no? So minor sector AOBC and major sector AOB. Segment of the circle. When you cut the circle into two parts using the minor and the major arc and the chord of the circle, you have what is called as segments of the circle. So minor segment and major segment. A region in the interior of the circle enclosed by chord on one side and arc on the other side. This is the major segment and this is the minor segment. Minor segment has a chord on one side and the green line, the green arc, that is the minor arc. Whereas the major segment has major arc on one side and the chord on the other side. So we name the major segment as major segment CD and the other one we name it as CED, minor segment. E is the extra point we have to put because of the minor arc. Some examples of segments of the circle. Okay, so this is what we have done for parts of the circle. We have learned radius, many are radii. Then we have learned about diameter, chord, sector, arc, segment. What have we learned today? We have learned some basic geometric shapes like point, line, segment and ray, intersecting in parallel lines, angle and its parts, types of angles, curves, open and closed curves and regions of the curve, polygons, naming the sides, adjacent side, angles, vertices and diagonals of different polygons, circle and its parts. That's it. Thank you students. Take care. God bless you all. Stay home, stay safe.